I'm back. So it's Fitness Friday number 3 on this absolutely glorious day. So here you are in a plank position and you're keeping yourself nice and steady whilst taking the leg out to the left and then to the right as slow as possible. So this is variation 2. You're now dropping from the hands down to your elbows. This just makes it a little bit more difficult, especially when you're taking the legs back out left to right. Here you are in the tabletop hold. You want to make sure you start off in that tabletop position, and then you're going to bring the belly button up, bring the knees up at the same time and hold nice and steady, keeping that core braced. So this is variation 2. You want to make sure you're in that tabletop position, but this time you are tapping nice and lightly on the knee and then back into tabletop position. Here you are laying nice and flat on your back, make sure there's no arch there, and then you're bringing your knees up to a 90-degree angle and you're going to slowly drop down, tapping those toes to the ground, keeping the core nice and tight whilst we do this. You are also targeting the lower body in this action. So this is variation 2. You're bringing the hips forward, activating those glutes, and then repeating the same thing. You are bringing the knee up, tapping those toes to the ground, keeping yourself nice and stable. As you can see here, it's a little bit tricky for me. I need to fire those glutes up a little bit more, but keep on practicing, you'll get there. So here is the wood chop. I thought it'd be really interesting to show you this movement, as most people don't train in the transverse plane, so it gives you a little bit more insight to those movements. And we're moving over onto the other side. As you can see, the weather has changed dramatically in between sets. So here is the lower body view. You're keeping yourself in a low lunge position. You're bracing that core. Here's another angle again from the side. Driving the hands to the top right hand side and then bringing it down to the bottom left. Now let's add some weight. Remembering high hands towards the knee and then changing over to the other side. So here is the side plank with leg lift. If you find this difficult, remove the leg lift and hold yourself in that side plank position, and then come back to the leg lift when you're ready. This is quite a tricky movement to get yourself positioned in, so making sure that your shoulder is in line with that elbow, keeping those hips nice and lifted, as this will activate the glute area and the core. You are kneeling on that knee and then bringing the leg up nice and high. So the boat is a firm favourite with the yogis. This one again is quite tricky, so take some time trying this movement out. This is variation 1, so it's just bringing a little bit of movement into that V-sit. And then this is variation 2. As you can see, I need a little bit more practice myself with this one. Only move on to this exercise once you have conquered the first variation. Again, you want to make sure that your body weight is slowly dropped to the ground. Thanks to everyone who joined me. Let me know how you get on. Give me a tag if you do give it a try.